joining us. Okay, can you see me and the bags? Okay, the bags are the important part. I think I accidentally made it crooked. Ooh,
You need help?
probably.
Okay.
Okay, I think
How's that? How's that?
I think
Looking
that's
at the
good.
screens right now.
Okay, so
Sorry, YT.
ah,
Sorry,
ah,
Instagram.
I'm getting professional help
Okay.
from our photographer, videographer. I messed it up because I kind of touched it and tinkered with it,
Oh, it's a
and
little crooked. It should be okay.
I think that's okay. I mean, you guys can see me, right? All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining us on Utopia's live sale. You can find all of our inventory at pursutopia.com.
Hello, Hyper Shop.
Hi. Hyper. Hi. Thank you so much for joining us. Glad to see you're back. Yes. Thank you. Oh, thank you. I wore it curly today because it's supposed to rain or was supposed to rain. So I figured try it. But thank you so much, Hyper. Okay, so let me see. We have lots of goodies today. And trying to see if I forgot something. Oh, yeah, I did. My wonderful gloves. All right. So, as if you've been here for a while, you know the drill. If you're new, we're going to show you a bunch of beautiful bags. You are welcome to ask or request any bag that you see in our inventory, and our team will pull it so that I can show it to you live. So please make sure that you stay tuned for that. Later, we will be comparing another Louis Vuitton family with the PM, the MM, and the GM. So stay tuned for that as well. Okay, so let's see. My hands are excited. Mostly because I see this little purple thing.
Oh, that's cute. It just came in.
And it's just like, ooh, purple. I love purple.
Is that
This
your favorite
is,
color?
yeah, it's my favorite color.
What's the purple one you said?
So this is the Valentino Half Moon V logo hobo chain shoulder bag in purple. So here it is. Look how gorgeous it is. Thank you, Hyper. Yes, so, and then here's the chain detail. It has this little clasp thing, I guess if you want to make it shorter. Oh, this is kind of cool. I love playing with all the bags because I feel like I wouldn't be able to do this in store, but it's so much fun doing it here. So let me go ahead and give you a look around. And that is the width at the bottom. So about 2 to 3 fingers worth, maybe two. Um, so there you go. This is one of our new arrivals. It's the Valentino Half Moon in purple.
I love that.
All right.
A little bit of the rainbow logo.
Oh yes, let me show you the rainbow logo. There you go. Is it rainbow? I don't know. We're gonna call it
It has
colorful.
a red, pink, blue, green.
And I guess the bag itself is purple. Yeah, so there you have it. All right, let's go on to
Hyper is asking, what's
what's
the
the blue
blue?
one. Ooh.
Ooh, we have few people watching us on YT, and they're
Hi
just
guys.
coming in.
Thank you so much for joining us at Utopia. And I get to show you authentic luxury bags to fill your eye candy, eye shopping kind of thing. By the way, you know when you go to a store and you go window shopping in the US, in Korea they have a Konglish word where they call it eye shopping because your eyes are doing the shopping. Oh no, fun fact. So this is the Gucci Marmont Maltese shoulder bag in blue with black trim. So as you can see, it has the Gigi pattern in black on the blue canvas. It does have that quilting that you see with the Marmont Malteses. So hold on, let me see if I can get it so that I can squish. So you can see it's squishy as well. And the inside has, oh, I guess that's blue. Black?
Black inside.
It's black. But I
It's a
guess in
limited
certain
edition.
lights, it might look like midnight blue as well. Ooh, hold on.
They're yeah, they come in the. That's a limited edition from one of their editions in that time.
This is so cool. So it has the original checkered, whatever this is, dust bag. Is the original Gucci dust bag. I don't think I'd seen these before. apparently it's, their limited edition release. The interior's pretty cute, pretty nice.
Hello,
There we
AZ.
go. Hi, AZ Relativo. Thank you for joining us. And you have your traditional GD chain. This Gucci is with silver hardware. So just something to note, silver hardware. Let me go ahead and put it back. And it is the black trim. So honestly, hold on. I guess it is black when you compare it to my shirt. I am wearing all black, as you can see. However, in certain lights, it might look like a deep, deep midnight blue. So it's not like a jet black. It's a very subtle black as well. So it goes very well with the blue. All right. So yes, so here at Purse Utopia, we try to make sure everything's authentic, and we want to make sure that you get the fastest shipping, all of the details. So if you go on our website at purseutopia.com, you'll see additional pictures as well as measurements and all of the details that you might need to buy with confidence. And this one is the Blue Maltese.
And we are doing a live sale, so that we can give the best prices for the new arrivals. We don't. We not only wanted to show you guys the new
Mhm.
products, but we're giving a best discounts, special prices.
Yes. So please, if there's a bag you like, comment so that we can get you the best price on it. Otherwise, we're just showing you beautiful bags. See if you want something to add to your wish list. All of the bags are 100% authentic from your beloved luxury houses. Okay, so this one is Celine. This is the Celine Phantom Tote Bag in taupe. Taupe.
The color.
So that's the color. And this is your Phantom tote bag. So
So
from
Phantom is
Celine.
a series.
So as you can see, there's the logo. It's very small on this bag, so it makes it quite cute as well. Then you have your detailing here. Let me show you the bottom. I sometimes Hyper, you are welcome anytime. I sometimes come here to chat. Hey, if you get chat with pretty scenery, I call that a win. So
Yeah.
we're always happy to have you on here, Hyper. Thank you. So that's the back. So you can see it kind of has like the envelope closure. That's a cute little detail for this tote bag. All right. So we shall take a small break from showing you all beautiful things to show you a specific family of beautiful things. So my handy dandy cart is coming out, and I'm going to show you one of the more recognizable ones. I'm going to start with bright red, as you can see right here behind me, because I feel like a lot of people recognize this bag. So this is the wrong tag, but this is the MM. So this is the Louis Montaigne. This is
Montaigne.
Montaigne. Is this PM or MM?
It's
This is the MM Montaigne from Louis Vuitton. And you can see this one is in red Imperante. So that's the red leather one. Now, this one is the MM. However, we also have the BB. This one's the BB version. So I'm going to just put it side by side here so that you can compare the sizes. I know that sometimes some people may have a hard time visualizing between the leather and the monogram canvas. So, but right now we only have this lineup in inventory. And this one is the GM. Now we try to compare the sizes because a lot of times when we're shopping, if you just read that there's a 5 centimeter difference between like the Speedy 30 and the 35, you're like, well, I can't really visualize that. So we're trying to show you how it looks next to each other so that you can, get an idea. So let me go ahead and compare the GM with the BB so that you can see the size difference. Okay, so because
but
these,
that's BB.
that's what it says.
Oh, this might be PM then. 1 second. Let's rerun it. Let me look again.
Okay, so as you can see, even we make mistakes sometimes. However, these are 3 different sizes out of the same bag. So I'm gonna go ahead and put them side by side. and hand them back to our authentication team so that they can verify the exact names, etc., etc. But they are the same bag in different sizes. We just need to know exactly which size is which. This is definitely the GM, and we're working on these too. So let me go ahead and put this over here for a little bit, and we'll retry that in a couple minutes. Let me see. Okay, so for now, ooh, Gucci. So this is the canvas hobo shoulder bag in dark brown. So yes, as you can see, it has your Gucci canvas, then it has the leather trim. This one has the additional detailing here with the strap. So that's just a cute little detail. Then you have your signs. Let me show you the bottom. So a solid Gucci bag. If you're just looking for a quick shoulder carry, right? Or I guess shoulder carry. Oh, that's surprisingly comfortable.
Really like this.
So, mind you, remember I have big biceps, and this one fits pretty decently, and it's very light. All right. So, are we ready to go back to the family? Probably not. Let's go to Goyard.
Hey Laura.
Hi, Laura. Thank you for joining us. Laura? Laura. Um, which one do you prefer, Laura or Laura? Or Laura? All right. Oh, thank you, Hyper. Yes, so we're going to our Goyard. So Goyard, this is the St. Louis PM in the yellow Goyarding. I think yellow is one of the iconic colors for Goyard. Like some of the other colors, like the blues and the blacks, like you might do a double take, like, oh yeah, I guess that's Goyard. But when you see this bag, you know it's Goyard. Now, Goyard is one of those brands that people say, if you know, you know. Part of it is because they don't do online sales. So if you want to get a Goyard, you have to go in person to their boutique. If you're in the United States, that means you have about 8 or 9 different locations where you can get it. And most of them are like big cities. I think LA might have 2 locations. New York might have one, but you have to go in person. So if you don't live close by, it's very hard to get your hands on one of these. Uh, um, so Hyper said it looks like egg yolk. I guess in some countries, depending on what color it is. However, I would say it looks more like mustard orange in person. Let me see if I can, if it gives you, there you go. Because it does have different yellows and it has some white in there. So it does give you a slightly different color. I know this bag is not for everyone. However, it is a statement. Like I am wearing a plain black outfit, as boring as you can go. However, if I walked out with this, people would notice. So if you're looking for a Goyard, we have this great yellow one. But yeah, I guess some people might call it egg yolk for very healthy eggs. So hi, Gray. Laura. Thank you, Laura. She said LOL, the last one. Laura. Okay. So, yep, here's our Goyard. Is our family out of detention yet? Probably not.
Yes, yes.
Yes. Okay. So
Let's start over.
let's start over. We have our gorgeous Louis Vuitton family line here.
Quick recap. GM, MM, BB. The reason why that is, there is no PM size, but people always label it as PM.
Fascinating. So this line does not have a PM.
Yeah, but people interchangeably call it PM.
Fascinating.
That's why, like, it was just like so many information. Like, what is going on?
I think when people think baby Louis Vuitton, they think a tiny, tiny purse, which this is not. So it's a small purse, but it's not a tiny purse. So just to recap, this is the GM version, and we are looking at the Montague. I can't pronounce it. This is the GM size in monogram. Then we have the MM size in our red Empriante. Okay, so I'm putting them like this so that you can see the size difference. There is no PM officially. There is a BB. And the BB size, you would think small, but it's actually quite spacious. Okay, so just a recap. BB, MM, and GM.
And people call BB interchangeably with PM.
So some
Is
people
there?
might call this a PM, but it is a BB. All right, so let me go ahead and show you the bottom of these so that you can see a good size comparison. So I do know they're different canvases. This one's leather and this one's the monogram canvas, but the design is set. So this one's your GM and this one's your MM. So side by side, you can see that there is a difference. Oh, I kind of like the contrast, to be honest with you. Now I'm going to keep the GM up and then show the PM. Sorry, the BB. So you can see the size difference there. This is the BB, this is the GM. So, and between the BB and the MM, there's a slight difference as well. So depending on what you prefer is what you would like. All of these are great bags because they've had that open design with a zippered middle as well as top handlebars. We're going to start with the BB. So you can see it's quite a cute bag. Hold on. I'm not liking that white tag. There we go.
It could be a crossbody.
1 second, please. Technically, yes, it could be a crossbody. Reminder, I am in a bigger body, so if you're slimmer, this might get a little shorter. And I'm 5'8", so that's about 173 for all of our metric people. Then we have our MM, which also comes with a strap, although this strap is much smaller. So this is the top handles, and then you have your shoulder strap. This is the MM, and they're all one big happy family. And then you have your GM. Your GM is solid. It's a nice bag. It can be like your everyday bag. This one also has a strap, but it is a shoulder strap. This is the monogram strap.
I think I kind of get the logic of why they call it BB. Anything that's used as a crossbody, I think they wanted to call it as a
Oh.
BB instead of calling it PM.
So yes, apparently there's different logics from Louis Vuitton. We are not the designers. We just love their bags, right? So something to note, a lot of people when they hear BB, they think it's a very, very small bag. It is not. It is quite small. So that was the GM. Let me pull out the BB again. So it is nice and petite. However, it has a very spacious interior. You see that? So just to give you a comparison, let me grab my phone out of my pocket. This is the iPhone Pro Max. So standing up, it fully covers. This is just my little keychain thing, right? So fully goes in easily with tons of space. And then let's try it vertically as well. It fits vertically just great. You can probably see the pink in there from my phone, but you can see it has nice space in here. So for a BB, it's a great size because, you know, it gives you the petite while also very, very functional. So there we go. I think we might have some. Okay, yes. Um, Someone said I thought MM means massive and muscular. Maybe that applies to me. I might be the MM size, but no. That for Louis Vuitton, it means the medium size. So the GM is the Grand Model, which is the large size. The MM is the medium size, the medium model, and then PM is petite model, and BB is the bébé model. So there you go. So it normally goes BB, PM, MM, GM. This family does not come with a PM size. So just to recap, our GM, our MM, and our P
Can
and
we
our
actually get
BB.
a front view? Just a
Yes.
comparison?
So there we
That's a
go.
great comparison. Thanks for holding it like that.
So here's our GM, which is a nice big size. This one, hold on, let me move over so you don't get the double monogram. This one is the BB, and this one is the MM in red and brown. So these are monogram, and this one is your red leather. So as a comparison, I'll hold the MM now so that you can see the GM and the BB side by side. And here is the MM. So yes, this is a gorgeous line of bags. This is a good set for people who want an open style, but don't necessarily want a long tote. They kind of want like a small purse-like feeling.
There is a GM right next to you on the corner on the gray shelf on your old bed. Yes.
Oh, apparently we have a black GM model as well. So this is the red leather model. This is the MM. And then this one is the black leather model, which is the GM.
Fun fact: the Emprunte Montaigne is the most expensive in the retail value.
Ooh, so
So
Montaigne Imperante, that's the leather
the
line,
GM line
is the
is
more
quite
expensive.
expensive, but
So these are both GM, and it's just based on the canvas. So this one is your monogram canvas, and this one's your black Imperante. So side by side, they do have different vibes. You know, the feeling is different. Your monogram is your traditional, you know, Louis Vuitton. Well, the Imperante has the LV embossed into the leather, but it is the same color. So let me go ahead and walk a little closer. As you can see the LV embossed directly in the leather. Whereas here, it's your traditional monogram canvas.
yeah, but each metal also has engraving.
Yes, the metals also have engraving. It has all of the details that, you know, your authentic Louis Vuitton have. Now, let me go ahead and show you these two side by side so I can show you the bottom. I just have to make sure I have a nice good grip on them. So the design is very similar, I guess. There are some differences based on the material.
Well, even the size is a little different. The bottom is a little
It's just based on how it's hold on. It's based on this. You know, the way it sits. So here has the end of this and then it extends a little bit. Whereas the leather one, the extension's a little less. Mind you, this does change based on when the bag was released. So there's slight differences depending on, you know, how vintage it is. However, just as a comparison, these are both GM. So this is your monogram. Can you see the side here? And then this is your Emperante leather. And they both come with straps. How the strap is attached is also different. So let me go ahead and showcase this on the GM. So on the GM, your middle pocket on the leather one, the zipper extends towards the edge of the bag, as you can see with your lock here. And it goes from one side to the other. Whereas where the monogram, let me try to unclip this. Okay, defeated by clips. While with the monogram is your more traditional, just zippered inner pocket, as you can see. Please excuse the bubble wrap. Now, the way the strap attaches is also different between these two. Let me go ahead and put this out of the way. So between same family, same size, except this one's the leather and this one's the monogram. Now on the leather, how you attach the strap is a specific design here from your handle. Let me see if I can get you a closer view on that. So here's your traditional handle. And then if you flip it inside, you can see that there is this little ring here. And that is where you attach the strap, right? So this is for the leather one. Okay. We're going to leave that alone for a little bit. However, on the GM, the strap is attached on a loop in the side of the bag.
That's why the size is different.
Okay, so
There's a D ring on the side.
so there is a D-ring with the leather tab here, and that is how the strap is attached. Whereas as a comparison, here the zipper goes all the way to the side, the middle compartment zipper, and then the strap is attached from the top handle part. So I know that can be a little bit tricky for some people because some people prefer, you know, I know someone who prefers side to side, so you have even distribution, and they don't like the that it crosses the middle part. I know that seems oddly specific, but it does exist. There is a preference. You see how this one, it's not quite like this, it's more like this. So that is a consideration if you care about that. Between the GM Montague, that one, they're both GM. So this one is your monogram canvas. You see, the strap attaches here. And this one is your Empriante leather. The strap attaches at the top handle. So the middle compartment is actually quite nice on the leather one because it does go wider. I feel like the middle compartment on the leather bag is more spacious
It is very spacious.
on the zipper part, whereas in the monogram, it kind of reminds me of like the traditional pouch. It is still very spacious, like, but it's more on like the flat style. And as you can see, the zipper just goes the length of the bag. So those are some key details in the differences between your monogram Montagues and your Empriante leather Montagues. So, and that also applies to the smaller size. So let me go ahead and move this over back to where it was. I'm trying to make sure I keep the inventory clear. So as you can see here, this one's the red one. So this is the size, and it has that detail as well with the straps. So your middle compartment still zips all the way over, and your straps attach top handle versus your monogram where the straps attached to the side. So let me see. Oh, sorry, Hyper. See you soon. And Vic, thank you for joining us. Ooh, Math Goddess is here. And Mari, thank you so much for joining us. We're always happy to see you. So we are just finishing up our little segment on the Montague family, our GM, our MM, and our BB. This family does not have a PM, although the BB sometimes gets called PM. So that was our little now you know segment. All right.
All right.
Let me go ahead and put these back. Let's start here. BB, MM, and our gorgeous functional GM. All right, so let's see. Ooh, I think I need a hydration break.
Yeah, you need.
Please excuse me.
Yep.
Or coffee break. Probably not hydrating, but satisfying.
Mm-hmm. Is Hyper not back? Okay. We can work on
Next
some
up.
of the some Chanel bags.
Yes. So next up we have vintage Chanel. And as you know, vintage Chanel has some of the best leather, some of the gorgeous hardware that's withstood the test of time, and a lot of vintage Chanel are larger in size than what we currently see in store. So vintage Chanel are generally they made those big bags that you could like take everywhere. So let's go ahead and show off a few.
Ooh, the pink one.
We're going to start with the pink peach. This is the C-Hit large tote bag in pink iridescent. So the reason it says iridescent, I'm not sure if you can see it. Do you see how it shimmers with the light? You can see it much more in person, but it has that slight sheen to it.
So when you actually spin it, it gives like a little bit of that like effect.
Whee! Sorry,
So,
he meant light effects, not sound effects.
Zoom
So
effect.
this is
Hi,
a
Candy.
larger tote. Hi, Carol. Carolyn.
Oh, it's
Sorry.
Carolyn. I thought it was a candy. Sorry.
How did you get candy from Carolyn?
No, ROD. It looked like the.
Well, yeah, to be fair, I'm like going super in with my and wearing my glasses. Thank you for joining us. Here's the bottom of this gorgeous bag. So you can see, mind you, the materials lends itself to like play drawing. You see that? But yes, this is a gorgeous Chanel, vintage Chanel. This is the iridescent pink. Although to me, if you're like peculiar about your pinks, it looks more peach. So if you just love all pinks, great. If you're specific about your pinks, This one is more on the peach side. Trying to see if I see another pink bag to compare, but we'll leave that for later. If you want that comparison, please comment, and we'd love to let you know. Um, oh,
But pink.
this is burgundy.
Burgundy.
Oh wait, but the pink flowers. There we go. Do you see the pink flowers? How it has like different shades of pink and beige and peach and cream. That kind of gives you an idea of how peach pink this is. So zooming back in, I would say like these middle petals would be a close match. But just to give you a comparison, because I know sometimes it's hard to like see, especially when it's through a screen. So okay, let me go ahead and put. Oh, and this one does have
Strap.
a strap,
Yeah.
so you could
Oh,
totally
roomy,
crossbody this. Mind you, bigger size, I could still carry this. I'd probably, you know what? I would probably love to take this on vacation, like the white beach dress, like white sundress, and then just take this.
I
Or
think that was a
probably,
summer collection. Yeah.
yeah. So I would probably take it empty and then bring it back super full of all the things I collected. So this would definitely hold up to that. Oh, I know this is important to some people. We have our silver hardware.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right. Let me see what I can do next. So, um, okay. This one can I give you this piece?
Yep.
Okay. This one I'm gonna bring my cart back because I want to show you the shape, and I can't really do that if I'm holding it. So this one are great Chanel's. I know they were briefly talked about yesterday, but today's another day. So these are both gorgeous Chanel's. Let me see. Oops. Here's backwards. Let me move it a little bit forwards. But I know sometimes there's text at the bottom. So I want to make sure you get a feel for it. So this one on my right, probably your left, is the Mademoiselle Lock bowling bag. While this one is the Pocket in the City shoulder bag in black caviar. So both of these bags are nice and large. You can see that it is a nice big size. Now this one is the bowling bag. It has that triangular shape in a way. It does have great side pockets. This is what I love about vintage Chanel. Look at the size of these pockets. This one's an open one with just the clasp, and this one's a zippered one on this side. But check out the size of that. Okay. This one also has two very deep pockets. Okay. And your bottom. However, this one has more of a square, boxy shape, whereas this one has more of a triangular shape. So it's wide at the bottom and it narrows to the tip, while this one stays kind of wide the whole way through. So both of these are great vintage Chanel options. So I'll leave this one here while I pick this one up. So okay, I'm being asked to do workouts with Chanel.
Oh, I love it.
So for me, I love good leather, and vintage Chanel has amazing leather that has obviously aged beautifully. Hold on, I think I'm supposed to do this slower. I'm having way too much fun with this. Okay, so just to give you a detail, this one has the Chanel logo right here, and this one is the Mademoiselle Lock, which is, one of the great things from this house's archives. Um, and it's just a simple twisty, and that accesses the side pocket. And then when you open it, it is a zipper opening. This one has the chain here. So that does add a little bit of weight, but it has this gorgeous chain detailing. Okay. And then your leather holder up here. Whereas this one is all leather. And then you have your side pockets, and your middle compartment is zippered. So, oh, and this one also has a flap on one side and a zipper exterior thingy pocket ball thing. And it has the CC logo. So Chanel has gorgeous collections all over. And I think that vintage Chanel Like the size to leather to price ratio is amazing. For the price of these gorgeous vintage Chanels, you would not be able to get this much bag today. I know that seems very like, huh? But listen, if you're buying a tiny bag, more power to you. They're gorgeous. However, if you want something that can carry weight, you have to buy like 6 little bags. So when you think about the girl math involved, I would say vintage Chanel is the way to go. So let me see. Oh, okay. Yes, they are beautiful bags. So that was our little Chanel shelf. If you see anything in our inventory that you would like to get or would like to see, please drop a comment.
Let's give it
Okay.
a try with Galera, GM, and Tivoli. And, I think people did ask about the big bags. And Galera, GM is good one.
This is
That
the
one and
Galera, right?
yeah, and that one and the Delight. I think those two are
Okay.
our best sellers.
Well, let me bring back my card.
I think just holding it.
Okay, so this was the Galliera, which has the traditional design here. And then we have our, what was this? Delightful?
Delightful.
So this is the Delightful, and it has the zipper segments here. And this is the Delightful GM. This is the Delightful GM. And this is the Galliera GM.
They're both like one of our biggest.
So they are apparently some of our best sellers. They do have a lot of similarities. Now, the GM Delightful with these zippers, you don't have to open it. It's more of a small slide pocket. So my hand, hold on, hand, and there you go. You can see how wide that is. So I think you could easily fit a phone in there if you like. Um, and then that has it on both sides, and the pockets go outward, so it's not in, so it's out, so that helps with the distribution of the weight when you carry it. So this is your Delightful GM. Let's give it a twirl. Okay, hold on, I'm not holding it in the middle, but as you can see, this is like the hobo style. So if you hold it flat, the strap lays flat, and then when you hold it up, it goes more hobo, and that's just for the comfort level of wearing it. So hold on, let me wear the zippers on the outside.
Hi, January. January came in.
Hi, January. Thank you for joining us. We're comparing the Delightful GM with the Galliera GM. So the Galliera has a lot more designs, like the trimming on the front and the back. And then you have a buckle strap. I know some people sometimes like the buckle strap because I know some people will add an extender to this to make it more comfortable. So if that is something that, floats your boat, you can do that. This would probably work as a crossbody satchel if you added an extender. Now we have packaging in there, so like bubble wrap and stuff to hold its shape. But if you take it out, it goes pretty narrow. They both do. So something to note on these two bags is when you look at the bottom, this one just kind of goes in, so it easily folds. It has this design here that it can easily, fold here, whereas the Delightful has a built-in to kind of stabilize your bottom. So here are the sides side by side. So you see that how it has this design aspect. Some people like the Delightful for this design aspect because they say that when they open it, the bottom stays flatter. But some people prefer the Galliera because they say that when you have it empty, it can go flatter this way. This one is flatter this way. This one's flatter this way. So this one adds a little bit of structure, and they both have these gorgeous designs. Now, something that people love about the Galliera is the Louis Vuitton nameplate. The, this nameplate, right? The metal nameplate. So it catches the light beautifully, and it has like, what does it read? It says French, 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 Louis Vuitton inventory, and then the address in Paris. I'm not going to attempt the French, pardon me. However, this one has a little bit more of a, understated, the stamp right on the leather. Both of these are in monogram, although they do come in different canvases. So you have the iconic LV monogram. So that is our comparison between the Delightful and the Galliera. Both of these are GM. Let me pull it back a little bit. So when you open it wide, the Delightful is, I feel, a little bit wider than your Galliera, just on the flat side. However, the Galliera has different features a little bit, right? This one has a snap, while this one has the claw clip. So these are two of our best sellers that people just love to get. Your traditional Galliera and your traditional Delightful. All right.
Could you hold it like a side by side?
Yes, of course.
I love it.
Okay, now let's see if I can troll slowly and counterclockwise directions. There we go.
Good.
And one side and the other side. All right, let me go ahead and put these back for now. Okay. And okay, apparently we are having a slow week. Um, so I know Father's Day is coming up. So we are going to be doing a live our Monday, your Sunday evening. If you would like to see more, I don't want to say handbags, but more bags, more items that are unisex or potentially for fathers, please let us know. Send us a comment and we'll make sure to include it in our lineup. So that being said, hi JP. Um, Oh, yes. Hi, JP. So, that being said, we are Utopia. You can find all of our inventory at purseutopia.com. All of our bags are 100% authentic. That means that everything is real. Benefit of that, if anything ever happens to it, you can take it to the store to get a service, right? Um, our payment processing is through PayPal. For your peace of mind, we do offer payment plans. So we do pay in full and after pay directly on PayPal, directly through our website. And you can use credit cards, debit cards, or your PayPal account as well. Our shipping is through FedEx. To the continental US, we do 2 to 5 business days and we ship worldwide. We take care of all of the fees, all of the duties, all of the paperwork in the back end, so that all you pay is the price on the website at checkout. You're not going to get some random bill down the road. And we just try to make it as easy and simple as possible because we know that sometimes buying from a new person can be daunting. And we want to give you all the reassurance and security that you may need because we value your trust. And we want to make sure that you buy the bag that you love. So thank you so much for joining us on our live, and we will see you next time. Please make sure to follow, like, subscribe, comment, DM, ping. I forgot all the words, but make sure you can get a hold of us. If you want to get a hold of us directly, apart from messaging us on these apps that you're seeing me in right now, we also have WhatsApp, Signal, and Telegram, as well as email and our website. So thank you so much for your time. We hope to see you next time and hope you find your dream bags. Bye.